right, guys, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Jumped on a little bit early for this London session. Sorry if you can hear the background noise. There's a fan behind me, and I've currently got a cat sitting on top of me, so I'm not ready to get up and turn off the fan. And also, it's quite warm here. But we logged on early, and we managed to pick it up at the right time. So you can see this area over here that I've outlined. That's where we were reversing earlier in Asia, and then that failed to keep going. So we kept pushing down, kept pushing down, kept pushing down. Here's the power bar, and I think this is the actual bottom. So there's quite a long move that this could go. I'm just going to hold this for a 1-to-1, which should be towards the red line, which will be roughly just under 100 ticks. And if we go to the 5-minute chart, so you can see that's that current candle. So we do have the potential to hold this and try to take it all the way up towards this red line. So 300 odd ticks. I'll be quite happy to just get in and just get this one trade in and out. If I was positioned a little bit better, I probably would have upped the contracts on this. But it's kind of last minute putting everything together. So hope you guys join. If this fails to follow through, which I don't think it will, then obviously we've still got more room to go short. But everything is telling me that we're going long. If I go back to this 5-minute, you can see that that's a great close. So I do expect this to hold up. I do even expect this to go a little bit further. So where's our risk to reward? I mean, that's the spot there. So I might chuck a Fibonacci. We'll do this whole run, and we'll see where the 50% is. Yeah, so I do think there's quite a bit of room to go. Should I hold it? Should I get out? I might just hold this 1-to-1. Near the red line, which will be my target. So once we get super close, I'll just squeeze it a little bit. Turn the fan away. Yeah, so we're just going to keep holding this. We might even get another opportunity to add another contract in, which would be nice. Tuesday night, Tuesday evening, second session for the day. I was lucky I managed to get in quickly and chuck a trade in during the Asia session. So I took this color change. Was it this one? Yeah, took this color change short, which paid. And then I caught a little bit on this power bar reversal back up. I think I jumped out a little bit early. But that was pretty good. And then I got out in this area. I didn't want to take any trades in this area, which is good because I was thinking we're going to come back up to the red line. But obviously it's this pullback, and then we're going to head back towards the red line. So yeah, we'll see what happens. We might end up flowing through quite quickly, or it might take a little while. But as this red line gets further and further down here, that's where I don't want to, is this red line, because the red line is my target. But I do think we should at least take out these highs. And I don't want to bring my stop loss to break even in case we just come back and just take out some people there. On average, it takes about 8 to 12 candles to pay. So we're currently at candle 1, 2, and number 3. while we wait for this, let's just recap what we're looking for. So basically, I'll go straight to the reversal. So we got 4 reversal options. We got a power bar reversal, which is this one. So that's the power bar. You could even say a power bar start. You could probably take this red candle long for a 1-to-1. With the entry just above it. And so that would be number 6, a color change add. But yeah, so if we go back to the reversals, so we want a power bar start, which was that strong where I've entered. Another power bar would be this one down here. That's a good power bar. And even this one here, that's a good power bar. Just risking the 1 bar is risk. Strong power bar right there on the 5-minute. You can see this is flattening out. So if we want to measure, I better make sure that I'm on the correct account. Yep, my trading's on the correct account, which is great. So where was I? Yeah, the 5-minute is a very good power bar. And you can see that this would be leg 1. So 1, narrow state. 2 is that trending. 3 is down here. 4 is as we turn back up. Obviously, if this green bar, because that's a great green bar, if that green bar lacks follow through and this green bar gets taken out, you do expect there'd be a lot of room to the downside. I mean, a big push. So you can always up the contracts on that. But I do think that you can just see cycle. So we should be heading back up. We might even just, meet it over there, maybe at the 50%. Fibonacci retracement. Yeah. So probably be looking at this all the way up there at the 50%. That would be a good run. Get it all the way there. Oops. My mouse is frozen. Okay, let's have a look at my chart. Oh, so we got taken out. Yeah, so you can see our target got hit pretty quick. That's good. So, yeah, our entry there, 1-to-1. There we go. Oh, no, guys. I had it on the wrong account. That was the wrong account. So you can see there's my $100 on that. This was the account that I was meant to be taking it on. This is a play around account. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Why would that do that? All right, guys, not the best. This isn't the best way of trading it, but I'm super. Oh, is that a sell? Oh, are you kidding me? That was a sell I pressed. Okay, let's close all that out. Let's buy again. 2, 3, and 4. Guys, I cannot believe what just happened. I'm making errors left, right, and center. I do still think we're going to be headed long, so I do want to have some of these. That is extremely, extremely frustrating. So I'm actually going to hold this as a 5-minute as a 5-minute entry. And I might put these targets all the way up there. Even though it's reversed off this top, it's struggled to follow through. This is a 5-minute trade, so this is a great candle still to take. I normally don't trade the 5-minute chart, so we'll just have to see how we go with this. Guys, do not tell me. Do not tell me. I honestly don't know what's happening. I re-entered. Where's my account? Yeah, that's frustrating. So I'm still going to hold this. That's extremely frustrating. Risk reward. I might actually just take these out. Good. There we go. Perfect. All right, guys. Well, you just seen that, so let me recap that. So you can see today's profits at $289. It should have been way more, but you can see that I stuffed up this trade. So let me outline everything for you guys real quick. So that was the trade that we wanted to take right there. Remove. So that's the trade we wanted to take right there. That's called a power bar. So that's part of my reversals. So that's a power bar start. So we failed to push lower below the blue line. And then we just got a good running head start. So big power bar. We wanted to enter above that candle is our entry. So that's our, when we come to number 4, it's the entry above the bar. You could do anticipation if you wanted to. A risk to reward, we want to go 1-to-1, which was about there, which is roughly where I took it anyway. If we come onto the 5-minute chart, it's this extremely strong power bar green candle long. The ultimate target would be probably around about this 50%, which is quite a big trade, which by that time, this red line might be there. So we headed back towards the 200 simple moving average. You can see that I took the trade on the wrong account. It wasn't my actual proper account. So I had to re-enter, and I entered at the 5-minute above the candle. And I just levered up with 5 contracts, and then I just went to my original target, so which was about $100 and something. So that's literally, I don't even believe the European session started yet because it's 10-to-6. So, and we're already out, and that's a great day, 286. So I don't know if I'll be looking for any more trades at this point because this was the ideal trade right there. In the Asian session, the ideal trade would have been this one. I literally logged on and this candle had loaded and I was trying to get an entry in there, but it started to run from me. So I ended up taking this green candle, ended up taking the entry right below it, short. The goal was 1-to-1. That's what we call on our game plan. That's number 6. So that's the color change add, which you just want to go the 1 contract. Ran it back towards the blue line. This power bar reversal, and then I left. So I turned it off when this was happening because I wasn't sure if we're going short or long, and also I didn't want to get trapped. I was going back to work. So I just got home and logged in, and I seen that we trended shorter, And then I knew that if this failed there, we're likely at the proper bottom. So that's likely to be the proper bottom. And then this 5-minute chart sort of confirmed it with that big power bar right there. Oh, that's the 2-minute chart, yeah. So that power bar confirmed it. So now I believe we're going back towards the 50%, and maybe this red line. So you can see if you could really hold that risk there, it'd be quite a good trade. Excellent. Nice, nice. Yeah, so you can see that's a great follow through. This was perfect. This trade was perfect. Was such easy to read as well. It's just a shame that I stuffed it up by doing it on the wrong account, and then had to try to re-enter it because I was just super confident that at the very least, that's on the 2-minute chart, at the very least we're going for a 1-to-1 on this 5-minute candle. So you can see that there's quite a bit of room, and we're almost at the 1-to-1. So that's where it is. I'll put a line on it just to outline where the 1-to-1 is. And so if you come to, yeah, there it is. So that's about a 2-to-1 risk reward on the 2-minute chart. 1 risk, 2 reward. And you can see I'm doing this all on an account, and I'm not risking too much. And that's actually a pretty good day, 289. Let's see what the 5-minute chart's doing. Oh yeah, very strong. See, this one here is a better one to take. It's the color change. That one there. So you can go a very small risk like that, just a 1-to-1. But ideally you would already want to be in that power bar. Like that. That's the better one to take. Even this one here is quite good. It did fail to follow through. That's a bounce, so you could actually long this trade right there. So that's a bounce off the 20 moving average. You'll just go 1-to-1 on that. And maybe even the better entry on this one would have been that. And that's a 1-to-1. So when the green took out this strong red candle, because that strong red candle failed to push lower, and that's what happened here as well. So this failed to push lower. If this candle or this candle ended up closing really well down here, I would have levered up on the shorts quite aggressively. And just going for a quick 1-to-1, because we then would probably expect it to take out, if I draw in the trade, the entry would be about there. Let's say the risk was there. like something like that. You'd expect it to, at the very least, take out that. So you could probably grab a quick, 50, 60, 70, 80 ticks, something like that. But that's a 5-minute chart. I prefer to trade the 2-minute. All right, guys, I think I might log off. Until I get more people joining in and we can chat about each other and talk about our trades. There's no real point keeping this going because the best trade I've already taken. The one that we could probably take next is if this fails to push short and it bounces off of this. Generally, that rising blue moving average, which is the 20, will tend to come through. So we probably want to see a push down like this. So we got that, something like that, and then back up. I haven't tested what's happening right now. That's the color change. So I prefer to take the first one, but obviously this one looks like it's going to pay anyway, but this isn't part of my trading plan. So something like that. You put on 4 contracts on that, on micros, and there's $100. So you can see there's a lot of room to get trades. I see some people complaining about there's just no trades. There's a lot. There's plenty. Well, and that's really going through. Really. Hindsight, I kind of wish that I just held this for the 1-to-1 on the 5-minute, even though I took it as a 5-minute trade. It was just that first time when I stuffed up this one. It really just annoyed me, so I just wanted to try get the same amount of profit that this one was meant to pay, which the 1-to-1 was about $100. But yeah, there's our target. So the 50% has probably been hit, and we want to target that red line. Yeah, so 50% has been hit. Next target will be that red line, and then we've got to see what happens with the red line. Either we'll stall, we'll stall, and then we'll continue to go short, or we'll go through a little bit, maybe come back a little bit, and then continue the up leg. Anyway, guys, I'm going to call it a day. Good trading session, very, very quick, super happy. A lot of volatility today, which is great. The moves actually move really, really well. Really, really well. Look at this one. Wow. Yeah, that's a great candle to trade. There's a lot at risk, but that's a great candle. Probably take a while to pay as well. Yeah, 300 ticks. Would have taken a fair bit of time, but man, that's a great trade. Perfect timing. This is the trade of the evening. That one right there. So I'll just recap what that is. So that's the power bar reversal or a power bar start. And because you could call this a market law 4, where we come down, we push back up, we come down, fail to create a lower low, kind of like a double bottom, and then powering out of that. And then a lot of people will see this and they'll just jump on board. So we jumped on board perfectly. But yeah, great trade. All right, guys, I'm going to call it. Logging out. I'll catch you guys probably Asia tomorrow. Catch you guys probably Asia tomorrow. See you then. Stay safe. Happy trading.